What's up guys, Fred here, and today we actually have a very interesting topic. It happens quite a lot just on a normal day. You just go, you walk around and then you look at the mirror and you think, wow, I look good today, maybe I should take a picture. And then you grab your phone and you actually decide to take a selfie. And guess what? You look like the ugliest person in the world. And then you stand there looking at your phone and trying to understand why the hell do I look different on my camera and why the hell do I look different in the mirror? So first I'm gonna answer the question and tell you why this happens. Next we're gonna see how we can fix that in Photoshop in the quickest way so it can finally be beautiful. As I said, there are many reasons why this happens, why you look different in the mirror and on camera, but the first and number one reason is because you're ugly. No, I'm joking. So actually the main reason is because of your camera or the phone that you're shooting with. So here, for example, we have the same woman shot with different focal lengths. For example, as we can see here, we have 24mm camera, 35mm camera, and so on. And as you can see, the more we get millimeters, the more focal length increases. For example, 50mm, 70mm, and so on. The better she looks. For example, here we have 300mm, and as you can see, she looks like quite beautiful here, and here she looks really different. So it really depends on how you're using your camera. And for example, it's the same here. As you can see, it's a girl and she looks different on every image. So that's why if you look uglier on the photo, that doesn't mean that you're ugly in real life. So let's go to Photoshop and let's actually take our image and place it inside Photoshop. Let me see, where is my image. Okay, me here. Let's press OK now here. So I approve that. And now make sure you select your image and go to filter and go to Liquify Tool. Okay, that's the one we need. So when we have Liquify Tool, here you'll have many different tools, and one of the most important ones is this one. This is an automated tool that will help us easily fix anything. And if you have an older version of Photoshop, then it's possible that you will not have this tool, so you will have to upgrade your Photoshop. So now let's get closer and make sure you select this tool. And as you can see, for example, if I move my mouse around my face, Photoshop automatically defines the edges of my eyes, of my nose, of my face, and so on. So for example, let's start with this point here. I can just press and drag it up and down, and let me actually zoom out a little bit. Just press and drag up and down, or for example here I can do it up and down again to make me look better, let's say. And then here we have different points, so you can just press and drag this point to improve the chin, the overall face shape, and so on. And for example, the nose as well, if you want to make it small, you can just use this tool to make it smaller. And for example, you can use this to make the mouth bigger, smaller, to make and also like to make the lips bigger, smaller, like this. So for example, we could also make ourselves smile. As you can see here, we have these points, and like you see, I mean, this looks like really creepy. But especially if on the original photo you're not smiling, and then you apply this effect and the guy starts smiling and you're like, what? Okay, something like that. We can also use these points to make our eyes bigger, for example. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it, but you can do it as well. For example, we can use these points here. We can of course use these numbers here as well. As we can see, we have eye size, eye height, width, tilt, and then eye distance. We can use this to make us really ugly. So let's bring this to 0, and then nose height, nose width, mouth, and so on. So everything that we need we have here, and we can actually change this stuff, or you can just go here and press the reset to make sure you go to 0 and start changing again. So if you want to see what was before and what was after, for example, here we have this preview. We can turn this off. So this is the original image, and this is how I look in real life, of course. Before we press OK, I also want to show you some other tools that may help you. For example, here we have this tool, which is forward warp tool, and it's actually used to push elements from one side to other side. For example, let me get closer. You can use this plus and minus signs to get closer. And for example, when I choose this tool, it's more a manual tool, and here we have, for example, size of our brush, pressure and density. So just make sure you make pressure and density not too high, let's say 50 around. And for example, right now, let's say that I want to let's just see what it does. For example, I just press and drag and see what it does. It distorts my face basically. It just distorts the image itself. So let's go back. You can just use Ctrl+Z or Command+Z if you have Mac to go back. So for example, as you can see, if you want to make the distortion not that strong, we can decrease the pressure and the density. Right now we can just use it just a little bit to, you know, make some subtle changes. Or as well, if you want to make your nose again smaller, let's say, let's increase this, we can just use this tool to, as you can see, bring this to the left, bring this to the right, and so on. So just make some subtle changes. You can change your eyes like whatever you want, basically. Let's say or if your ears are like this, for example, like this, you can use this tool to bring them back where they belong to, so you don't look like a hobbit. No, you're like an elf. Whatever. So right now we can just press OK. And so what we are going to have here is we are going to have this your picture, and then you're going to have here the Liquify filter. You can turn this off, you can turn this on to go back and forward to see how it was before and after. And that's it basically, guys. If you want to apply even more changes, you can of course click twice here on Liquify to open it and change again, or you can just go to filter, Liquify, to apply a second Liquify effect and to change your face completely. But be careful with applying it second time. For example, if I go and apply it second time, the problem is that I can make myself look completely different. For example, you know, just like this, and ooh, how handsome. You like it? Let's press OK. And that's it, guys. Have you ever seen anybody more beautifully than this guy here? No, me neither. So, and see you guys on the next tutorial. Bye. Bye bye. And don't forget to subscribe. Empire needs you, guys. You see, this guy here, he needs you.